I take it you got our letter? My, that Burgess. That child went around to everyone in town to check up on their wellness. He has such a big heart. The results he came back with, I must say, were rather shocking. 80% of those who took the survey reported that they were at least suffering some form of anxiety. Some from the gigglers, some from the state of things. So I got together with our resident expert in fun, Katori here, and, well, Katori, why don't you tell our fine builder friend here what we came up with?
It's my pleasure, Minister. I must thank you again for getting the church to support this project. See now, way I see it, the only cure to these psychological drudgery type have-you-do, how-do-you-do's is one word: entertainment. Seeing as Gecko Station has recently become unoccupied, we now have the opportunity to turn a negative into a positive. I present to you sand sledding. But we won't call it that, no, too simple. We'll call it sand running. Sounds sleek and sophisticated, something the youth can identify with. Our tourism profits will quintuple overnight, and the mental health crisis, I assume, will also be resolved.
This is where you come in, builder. We need you to help us build up some of the things involved in creating such an attraction.
I've already explained our needs to Mianne. She'll be making the sand sleds. When you're done, please install north of the old Giegler building.
How lovely! I love it when a plan comes together.
Ah, you must be here to pick up the completed version of Arvio's. Very modest and not at all huh? Just like that? No haggling? No offer? Ooh, that Arvio has really done a number on you, hasn't he? You just be careful, you know. Thank you. And make sure you color...
It's perfect! Look at the majesty! I can't bear to draw my eyes away. I look so friendly and welcoming. You're all set! Amazing! My design, your handiwork, and Pablo's finishing touches. It's absolutely perfect! People are going to start calling my shop by the stairs. You know, with all the attention I'll be getting. Like, everybody will be looking. Or staring? Ah, by the way, how much was Pablo's fee? Ah, shoot! I forgot to tell you. Always haggle with Pablo. He expects it. It's a part of the game. Darn. Thank you anyways. I'll pay you back as soon as I can.
The shop owner and the workshop owner. What are you two doing here?
Pastor, hello! We were just admiring this fine billboard that our friend here made.
An advertisement? Let me see. Yes, very nice. But you are aware that there is an application process for new constructions, are you not? In case you forgot, any construction on public property must first go through the Commerce Guild with an application fee.
Right. Application. And the fee. About that.
You would do well not to interrupt me, boy. As I was saying, Heidi works with me, keeping track of zoning for new constructions.
Woo! You know, Hulcha, the way you were talking, you made it sound like...
However,
Huh?
there is still the matter of the application fee that you so absent-mindedly circumvented. 500 goals. Otherwise, I'm afraid the city will have to take down this very modest creation of yours.
Yes, of course. I would never dream of trying to wriggle out of paying for such a valid... As you may recall, I'm still a bit short. Also, I don't have 500 goals on me. Nice! Alright. Just follow my lead.
What's there to discuss? This isn't exactly what I'd call a complicated issue.
Pasta! The thing is, for a little shop like mine, 500 goals is quite a hit. I don't even make that from a full day's work. Can we leave the sign up and I can pay the fee after a couple of days? I mean, it's not like I'm going anywhere. You can see my shop from your church, can't you? And I mean, who knows? Maybe some tourists will see the sign and decide to hop off the train.
I must admit, to see you young people so united, it does fill one with hope. Fine. I suppose these laws were originally written with the intention to improve commerce in Sandrock, not hinder it.
Wonderful. Thank you, Pastor. You're so forgiving, just like your religion tells you to be.
Yes, quite.
Ha! That went well, I'd say. Thank you for your support. Within a few days, I'll have that silly fee paid for. Oh, and I'll pay you back as well. Whew! Finally, I love it when a plan comes together. All right. I'm going to speak with Jensen about when there's the most traffic so I can prepare for the crowds. Thanks.
All right. This looks great. You're legit, builder. And I'll be in my museum devising plans. I'll make sure this is the best dang attraction this town has ever seen.
Hey there! Fancy seeing you here. It's only right here that you can see both valleys of the canyon. But if I'm being honest, I really just came here to admire our handiwork from a different angle. You know, when I said my master Verna would be proud, actually, I'm not so sure about that. She's more into deconstructivist architecture. Yeah! Deconstructivism is a design thing. You deconstruct all the rules that you're supposed to follow, then actively set out not to follow those rules. Verna's probably one of the first architects since the old world that uses this style. And here's one for you. Verna used to ask us this as new apprentices. Would you rather build something really beautiful or really useful? Exactly, yes. The world being the way it is, that's what we have to be doing. Anyone can make something that gets the job done, she'd say. All of you are here to turn your plain ponderings of purposeless pavement piles into things of divine beauty. And though I do and always will appreciate a good alliteration, that ended up not being the path for me. Now don't get me wrong, I love superfluous geometric patterns on my buildings as much as the next gal. So after I finished my apprenticeship, I packed my bags, tossed all my job offers in the trash can, and my master, she's a piece of work. You know the last thing she said to me? But when I see this bridge we built, this plain old run-of-the-mill, just doing its job and nothing else, very non-deconstructivist bridge, I know in my heart that I did the right thing in coming back home. We saved Sandrock, you know? This won't be our last fight, but very well could have been. It's good having you on the team. I hope you'll stay here. At least till we can turn things around for this town. Well, shucks. I didn't mean to tell you my whole life story. You probably got places to be, huh? I'll probably stick around and soak in the view a bit longer. Well, I've rested long enough. About time I headed back.
Yo, Grace, are you poking around the breach again?
Just going for a walk. Don't tell me that's against the law now.
No, only walking that's against the law is jaywalking. But,
I know that's meant to be rhetorical, but probably my dissertation. When is the breach going to be reopened to the public? I would like to look for more relics at some point.
it'll open when it's open, which is to say, when it's been reclassified as an abandoned ruins. And don't even think about trying to sneak in there. I wouldn't want to, but I do have the right to detain you if you're proven to be a danger to yourself.
What's the basis for all these wild accusations? I walk down this way all the time. This imagined notion of me even thinking of sneaking into the breach is just that. I also have to notice that the breach has been this way for quite some time. Normally—
Hey, come on, give us a break. We've been up to our eyeballs in Geeglers. Plus there's Logan.
Aw, poor Justice. Why don't you just take a day off? What you need is some rest. Then you'll have your edge back. I mean, at the very least. Surely you don't need to literally stand here in front of the breach. We all know not to go in.
Yeah, maybe I could just head back to the office, pour a big old glass of yak milk, kick up my heels and... Hey, wait a sec. Dang, how come every time I talk to you I end up with a headache? Look, Grace, I'm not kidding around.
Right. How about this then? If I were to commission the builder to enter the ruins on my behalf, you'd have no objections to that, would you, Sheriff?
Oh, well, no. I guess that'd all be pretty by the book in my book. I gotta keep patrolling. But I'm gonna have my eye on you.
Well, you heard the man. Looks like I don't need to sneak into the breach if I can recruit your help. Great. A bit of context. I'm an archaeology student in Atara, saving up to finish my degree. You've been to the breach, right? Did you manage to pick up on what that place used to be? You know, back in the old world? No. Didn't it give off corporate vibes to you? It was an office building, though it could be said that universities these days are getting more and more corporate. Anyway, when it was open, the breach was a great place to look for archaeological finds, and one of my main focuses is old world audiovisual media. So next time you're in the breach, just be on the lookout for old world music related media. Thanks again for agreeing to do this. I guess with you in the picture, everyone's lives are being made a little easier. Aha, what's all this then? Slight damage around the edges, bit of fading, but you can make out the font pretty clearly. Probably from around 250 before Peach if I had to guess. Would probably score preservation rate and good timing too. My latest essay topic was just approved. Old World Utilization Theory, a case study on Sandrock's The Breach. Anyway, this helps me build my case. Wasn't too much trouble, I hope. Dangerous? You appear— Oh yeah? Make sure you train if you're going to keep diving like this though. Well, in any case, you've been a lot of help. If hypothetically I'd gone into the breach myself, I wouldn't have had all this time to get a jump start on my essay.